Hello everyone, and welcome back to BBB's Book of Wise. This is episode 20. Thank you for joining us on this amazing podcast. I'm Sophie.
And I am Christian. Hello friends. I am so excited today. I am watching a live video on my phone. There is a giant rocket, and it is going to launch into space tonight.
Oh, a rocket launch. That is very exciting. Watching a rocket go up into the sky is always a beautiful and loud event.
It is super loud. This rocket is special, Sophie. It is a heavy rocket. It has 3 huge white parts tied together. It looks so heavy. How does something that big and heavy fly?
That is a great question. Have you ever tried to guess how a rocket flies, Christian?
Well, yes. I think a rocket is just a very fast airplane. It flies up and it uses the air to push itself higher and higher, like a bird pushing the air with its wings.
That is a very good guess. Airplanes and birds definitely need air to fly. But here's the problem. In space, there is no air at all. It is completely empty. So a rocket cannot push against the air.
Wait, there's no air in space? So if it does not push the air, how does it move? Is it magic?
It is not magic. It is science. To understand how a rocket flies, we need to think about a party balloon. Have you ever blown up a rubber balloon, Christian?
Yes. I love blowing up balloons for birthdays. I blow a lot of air into the balloon, and it gets very big and tight.
Now, what happens if you do not tie the balloon, but you just let it go?
Oh, that is the best part. The air rushes out of the bottom really fast. It makes a funny sound, and the balloon flies super fast across the room.
Exactly. The air rushes out down to the floor, and the balloon is pushed up to the ceiling. This is exactly how a rocket works.
A rocket is a giant metal balloon, but it does not have air inside it. It has fire coming out of the bottom.
You're right. A rocket is like a giant heavy metal balloon. Instead of air, it uses special fuel. When they start the rocket, the fuel burns and makes a huge hot fire. The fire pushes down really hard, and because the fire pushes down, the rocket is pushed up.
Wow, fire goes down, so the rocket goes up. That actually makes total sense. But what about the heavy rocket in my video? It has 3 giant parts. Why does it need 3?
Because it is carrying very heavy things into space, maybe satellites or a spaceship. One rocket is not strong enough, so they add extra rockets on the side to help push it up. We call them boosters.
Boosters. They boost the rocket higher. But what happens when the boosters run out of fuel? Do they just carry empty metal boxes into space?
No, that would be too heavy. When the boosters are empty, they unlock and fall off the main rocket. This makes the rocket lighter so it can fly even faster.
Oh, they fall off. Where do they fall? Into the ocean?
In the past, yes, they fell into the ocean and were broken. But here is the coolest twist in modern science. Today, scientists are very smart. They taught the heavy boosters how to fly back home.
Fly back home? You mean they do not crash?
They do not crash. When they fall, they turn on a smaller fire to slow down. They open special legs and they land perfectly standing up on the ground. It is like throwing a water bottle high in the air, and it lands perfectly straight on a table.
That is the craziest thing I have ever heard. A rocket that flies backwards and lands on its feet. I'm definitely going to watch this video tonight. I want to see the boosters land.
It is a beautiful thing to watch. Now it is time for our question of the day.
Listeners, here is our question for you. If you could fly in a heavy rocket, what planet would you like to visit? Would you go to Mars? Or maybe see the rings of Saturn?
Tell us your space travel plans in the comments. Now let us learn our 3 vocabulary words for today.
Word number 1 is rocket. A tall metal vehicle that flies into space using fire, rocket.
Word number 2 is launch, to send a rocket up into the sky, launch.
And word number 3 is booster, an extra rocket engine that helps push heavy things into space, booster.
Great job. Thank you for listening to BBB's Book of Wise today. We hope you enjoy the rocket launch tonight.
Keep looking up at the stars, friends. Stay curious. Goodbye.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly appreciate your support. Before you leave, please give this video a like and add it to your favorites. And if you'd like to keep learning together with me, don't forget to subscribe to BBB Learning English. See you in the next video.